Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Two Docs Talk. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Davis. Today we're tackling something that should be on everyone's radar: long-term heart risks after a COVID-19 infection. Spoiler alert, it's not just about your lungs anymore.
Yep, a major study just dropped in circulation, and it's a big one. Researchers from South Korea and Japan looked at nearly 9 million people. That's not a typo. 9 million.
What they found: people who had COVID were 62% more likely to develop cardiovascular problems, things like stroke or ischemic heart disease, compared to those who didn't get COVID.
Let's be fair though, the absolute risk was still relatively low. About 2.12% in the COVID group versus 1.31% in the non-COVID group. But in public health, that's still a meaningful difference.
What's fascinating is that the severity of the infection really mattered. If you had a mild case, the risk went up by about 1.5 times. But if you were hospitalized or ended up on a ventilator or ECMO, the risk went up more than tenfold.
And it's not just a short-term bump. The elevated risk persisted for at least 18 months after the infection. That's a long shadow COVID is casting on our cardiovascular system.
Also interesting, it didn't matter what wave or variant of the virus you had. Whether it was Delta, Omicron, or something in between, the cardiovascular risk stayed elevated.
But here's the good news. Vaccination made a difference. People who completed their COVID vaccine series had a 30% reduction in cardiovascular risk, even if they eventually got infected.
Which adds to the idea that vaccination isn't just about avoiding infection, it's about reducing the serious complications after infection, too. We're talking heart attacks, strokes, the big stuff.
Exactly. The authors are even suggesting vaccines might act like a form of cardiovascular protection. That's a pretty powerful message, especially for people with existing heart risks.
So what's our takeaway? If you've had COVID, especially a severe case, keep an eye on your heart health. Don't ignore chest pain, breathlessness, or palpitations. Get it checked out.
And if you haven't been vaccinated or haven't completed the series, it's still worth doing. This is about more than COVID now. It's about protecting your heart in the long run.
That's all for today's Two Docs Talk. Don't forget to follow, share, and send us your questions.
Until next time, take care of your heart and each other.